I should have taken it as an act of divine intervention. I should have, but you know what? I'm still crazy enough to want to go against that toxic piece of shit, so here we are. Lord, I'm sorry I've ignored you. But work calls. Let me make sure to send it on my community page too, so anyone else might get a notification. Let's see. Sniped! Ethernet sniped in record time. There we go. I don't like this one. Where's the one I was listening to earlier? And where is it? Was it this one? I'll take it. I'll take the cello. Alright. Apologies, all of you. I'm sure some of you are going to take some time filtering back in, but apologies. Meow. Hello, my... Congrats on your transition, Mercy. Alrighty. Let's do this proper now. There we go. Oh, I'm toxic. I'm toxic! Ow. Oh. This is not gonna be a fun time, let me tell you. I like how the hardest part is not the boss, it's the freaking little ads. Alright, so what we want to do... Yeah, we want to start with Crystal Homing Soul Mass. Really? Because he was still... Ah, damn! I didn't realize he waited that long. Ugh. I remember how much this boss sucks. Listen, I have to. I have to revive him. I have to. It's important. It's important I get good shots of him. The problem is, I have to get deal with the ads every goddamn time. At least they let you start the fight on your own terms. Oh, come on! Oh. The frickin' boss, man. I hate that shot. Do you? Yes, I do. Because the problem is if I try to get a shot with the ads in it, it's going to be distracting 9 times out of 10. Like, they're going to be in some stupid position. They're going to be blocking the boss in some awkward way. It's just so much better if I just deal with the ads, have them in the back here, then I try to die to the boss from, like, farther away. Honestly, I might take out my, my dark stuff, just... Ah, Pip! It's gonna be funny if I see these ads despawn. I don't think that's how that works with this boss fight, but I would laugh so hard if it did. But yeah, this is gonna be the stream. So, get some popcorn ready and start enjoying the show. I can promise you I'm gonna go crazy. Ah! I can't kill them fast enough. Unfortunately, on New Game Plus, they won't die fast enough. But if they were on just New Game, they would probably die too fast, and I would have them blocking the background instead. So I can't win either way. There's no winning in this situation. Can't work with this angle either. I love when the game makes it so you have your camera forced to the floor to look at the small enemies. And then you got giant big Jumbo there ready to just freaking slam right into you. Like a 500-ton concrete tank. Oh my god. Finally, I was able to get behind him, but the enemy just kept on going and going and going. This is gonna be so cancer. God, I hope we get this shot good on the first try. For my sanity. Of course. Yeah, we can. We got the fog wall back there. I'm doomed. I'm doomed. I'm so doomed. Just end me. End me right there. Also, I am so looking forward to when January comes. We get those new graphics cards, and then I finally get the PC upgrade I want. I put down the few thousand, think of it as a long-term investment. Get ready to pay it off as a tax expense. And just never have to deal with this bullshit again. Because it really is the network card thing, then. Gosh darn. How obnoxious. Oh, come on! Why will you lock? See, this is exactly what I mean. These stupid bodies being awkwardly there. Ah, that annoys me so much. Does this one disappear too when you go through the fog wall? Yeah, okay. This is just how this boss fight goes. Yeah, it's how the lock-on and everything in this game works. So you just have to accept that's how the boss fight works by extension. Of course, they all went for that. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't want to. I mean, I do, but I also don't want to have to wait to get Cheat Engine for this shot. It's a very odd feeling I'm going through right now. Curse my 32-bit system. There we go. Come on. Oh. All right. Okay. Good. Good. Woo! 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 All right. Let's look at that shot. Did we get it? It's not showing up for you guys. Ah. There we go. Wait. Wait. What? 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 That's not what I clicked. Huh? Why did that show up? Also, why is it minimizing my DS2? I swear this game. Nope. Why don't you work now? I can't share it with you, chat. What do you mean, Loki? That was DS2 after all. You right. Alright, can I make it actually, you know, appear proper, though? Like, come on. No, that's great. Again, I don't know what... There we go. I don't know what makes this thing trigger or not. Lol. Alright, so you... No. Let's go through this from the beginning, Jet. So this was the test pick I took. This is just that our buddy, our boy, out in the wild here. I'm actually okay with having both of these because I can just adjust the lighting to make the darker one match, and then I can just overlay on top of this stuff so I can get rid of the health bars. Because this is not the worst shot in the world. Like, ignore the fact that that buddy over there is dead. You could do worse in terms of composition. So I'll keep that. Dark one serves no purpose here. I could live with that. No, garbage. Garbage. Yeah, I would brighten it. Yeah, this one also needs some brightening, but other than that, it's good. Worthless. The tail. I'd keep it for the tail. Chat. Chat. Is that not the sexiest damn Rat King Authority you ever did see? Like, it just needs, like, a slight cropping, but, like, not much. Like, it just needs, like, this, and it's good. Like... Damn! It's a rat! It is certainly a rat. Oh, I love you, my good boy. You cooperate so much, but you hang out with all the worst little pals. They're annoying little shits, you know? You should stomp them. You should crush them. Smash them between your little claws. Oh, my good little Rat King Authority. My good little Rat King Authority. Okay, we don't need you. And we don't need you. Yeah, we just need the money shot. It came out so good. So good. I love it. This, we don't need you. What is even the story with this guy? The localization fucked this one up big time. It's supposed to be, you can read my Rat Kingdom analysis for this one, but, basically it's not the Royal Rat Authority, it's supposed to be the Rat King's trial, right? In fact, you're also supposed to get a foreshadowing about this at the bonfire, right? Because what it's called here, Ordeal's End. The ordeal's supposed to be, you know, the trial. Like, this is the end of the trial. Like, you went through all those rat dogs leading up to here, right? Like, you fought when we were trying to get the shots there. You fought all those guys back there to get up here. Now you're at the end of the trial. Our rat boyfriend was the last bit. He was it. That's it. It's literally just a giant rat dog that is placed there as the final challenge. That's it. That's the lore. Again, Dark Souls 2 does not have a lot of very deep lore bosses. I think most of them are in the DLC. I'm not happy with any of that. Oh, did you get back anything with the Ivory King / Knight's armor? No. Nothing beyond what's already in my Ilium Loy stuff. Nothing more special, unfortunately. When I get Cheat Engine, I might try to force it so I can get all the souls I need so I can get up to Alsana and I can get more shots for her. But I think in terms of the armor... In terms of the armor and stuff, I think what we got is what we got. I love how with my thing off, I'm doing better dodging these guys. Like, riddle me that one, Batman. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's just for the tail. So we got that one. I love that shot. That one might be good for a close-up on the head. Like, I could live with that for if I wanted to just get a nice shot of the head. I meant the effect when you were it and you killed something as a... When you wear it and you kill something as a lady. Yeah, I couldn't find anything more on that. That's what I'm talking about, Xavier. Like, unfortunately, I found nothing where I'm like, damn. I can find an explanation for this. I did talk to Zuli about it. And basically what was said in her vid about it was basically all it. There was nothing new I could glean. Like, believe me, I wish that I had a better explanation for that. I think I like this one a little better with the mouth slightly more closed. Look at those soulless eyes. They're so cute. Man, everyone deserves to have a royal rat authority, chat. Man, I'm sorry we lost Tyrone for a minute. I was gonna be interested in seeing what he would come up with today. Ah, woo! Oh. Ah, too early. You killed him low-key. Damn. I really want to get a shot of him coming down from the top, but I want to also not lose my soul, so... Ah, damn. Too early. That's a terrible shot because of the fog wall, unfortunately. Don't worry, I'll get that 13k souls one way or another. I like how I'm so hung up on this one. I like have gotten rid of like 30k or 40k souls before. Like I've literally been just short of a level up in sacrifice souls for the sake of convenience, and yet here I am. I don't know how the hitbox for those guys work. Ah! I know that one works though. It just hits you. I think I really like that shot, actually. Like that one? Nah. That one? Eh. But that one? Again, if I brighten it up, that one or that one might work. I can even splice it. I can get the dog from the one half and have the dog from this half. Hey, Hans. Hello, is Budget Sif giving you trouble? Nope. Not anymore. Now that we got the shots I wanted. Now I just need to salvage my souls and bring them all the way back over here. Then I can die. I will make these souls come right back to where they belong. It is funny to me how much that the boss is that easy that they felt they need to put the ads here. And the ads are really the only thing that had any challenge. Challenge, quote unquote. Oh. When did I get poisoned? I think it's a better shot of the tail. I'm the giant rat that makes all of the rules. Oh, that looks awful. That looks good, though. Yeah, I can live with that. Loki Action Souls. Hey, Victor! You're too late to see the record time my Ethernet sniped me. I don't think we were even 5 minutes through the stream when it decided it was just gonna go kaput on me. I swear, I feel like I'm going in circles, going through the same thing over and over again. Photo shoot for the Royal Rat Authority? Yeah, but we got most of the shots I want. Right, like I said, it's just me trying to save the souls, and then I want to get a shot of him when he, like, you know, starts waking up and stuff. All we have to do is ignore all the little rats and just, like, keep the camera focused on him like this, right? That's all we gotta do. Huh? Woo. We did it! Instead of me trying to go around the side, I decided, you know what, let's just go right at him. Kill me! Why is it when I want to die, you people never kill me? Like, they're allergic to murdering me when it's actually, like, to my convenience. Alright, we have a bit of fog wall and poison mist crap, but how did that one come out? That one, no. We can get rid of the little poison boy here like this. Yeah, that could work. Okay, yeah, we have so many options when it comes to Royal Rat Authority now. I'm pretty happy. Oh, there are my souls. Like, where the hell did you go? Hello? 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 Okay, yeah, that's how you do it. Okay. Kill me. Alright, gotta just turn off the HUD now. Wakey, wakey, the early rat gets the centerfold. Yeah. Come on, man, I want to pass out after that Thanksgiving dinner. You gotta get up, Fido. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I'm happy with that angle. Oh. Alright. May I ask why you're doing the photo shoot to begin with? Check the link in my description. You can just look at my website and see what I do with the Souls lore. Oh? Nope. 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 Maybe. Let's try a different angle. He's trying to depict the deep lore of the rat. Yeah. I just want better reference images than what's like on, like, I don't know, the Fextra or whatever it is. Let me guess. Really? The fuck? No way. How you this? This one's gonna work, right? There we go. Alright. Oh, that's cool. Just looked at your website. Yeah. So I like to get images from time to time from in-game, especially now that I can get them in 4K. But unfortunately, my current area of focus is Dark Souls 2, so rip me, I guess. We'll see how many more months I can take this. Spoiler alert, it won't be that long. Alright. This is your choice, Loki. Unfortunately. I like how he looks dead there. No. Damn, the things I would do to get rid of that goddamn motion blur. If that motion blur didn't exist, I think that would have been a pretty good shot. It looks like though he jumps down from the same angle every time. It's not based on the camera position, which means Come on, why are you freezing up on me, buddy? I still don't know why this sometimes happens. Considering that I clear out my screenshots pretty regularly. And I recently cleared out my recycling bin, too, just to be extra sure. I think it might just be because I have 90% of the data being used up. I think that's it. Anyway, while we wait for this thing to go back to normal. Not really the gameplay you're looking for? Yeah, no problem, Hans. Have fun. Alright. That's enough shots. I think we got everything we can. I think we did pretty damn good on getting all these shots that I could have wanted. Let's pick up my souls and get out of here. Now the question is, What do I want to get other than this? Do I want anything? I found a short video that quickly shows off the Frenzy Merchant song motif and Midra's theme if you haven't got around to checking it out yet. Oh, that's cool. It's cool they included that. For all my complaints about Souls OSTs, I do appreciate how layered they are with the meaning. This has lots of motifs in it. That's cool. Alright, so I don't think we need anything here. Grave of Saints, the only thing I could possibly want to get is maybe a shot of Velstadt. If I really wanted to, but I don't. Same with the Dragon Riders here. I don't really want to get a shot of them. And we're good on Looking Glass Knight stuff. The Rotten... I think we're fine. I don't think we need anything from Rotten. Harval... No. The only thing I could think of is the freaking Mohawk. The Mohawk Rat. But do I really want to get a shot of Mohawk Rat? I don't know. Is that what I want to use one of my aesthetics on here? Ooh. Old Iron King, I don't really care. Same with Smelter Demon. I'm not that crazy about getting shots of him right now. Graveside Plains has some bits that sound like Moke's theme, or how the Finger Ruins theme is a major motif in the Mother of Fingers theme. Oh, really? I didn't even realize Finger Ruins had their own theme. I don't recall. I don't think it left much of an impression on me. Shaded Woods. There's just Nachka, right? So, nothing crazy. I could always get shots of Mytha, but I'd rather restore the windmill, and I don't think using the aesthetic will do that. Undead Purgatory. We don't need any shots of the frickin' horse. Sad part is you can't really die to the horse. Or at the very least, it's really annoying to get the timing right, because you also have to do with the skeletons. So you have to time it where you die to the skeletons, but like, you know, just long enough for the you died thing to disappear when the horse is like in the perfect frame. It's some woodwinds. Oh, yeah, I don't remember. Hudspeth's Copes. Nah, I don't care for Skeleton Lords. Buffy Luna, don't care. Serious Rise, don't care. Lost Bastille. Lost Bastille doesn't even have a boss. No Man's Wharf. Flexile Sentry I wouldn't mind resurrecting. Yeah, I could live with Flexile Sentry coming back. Cathedral of Blue. No. We already resurrected him. Force the Fallen Giants. Do I want to bring back the Giant Lord? I don't think so. Because I have the other character. Dragon Shrine, ain't no way I'm killing that ancient dragon. I'm not going through that annoying back and forth cheese strat. That just takes too long and it's not worth it. I don't need a boss fight shot. Aldia Keep, the only one I'd want to get is the Wyvern, right? I don't think we want that one, though. Because the only shot I would really want is the Wyvern when he's doing the sleep animation. If we could keep him from doing that and walk around. Like we disable his AI or something. But that one's it. Iron Passage? Oh, hell no. Clearing that place out is gonna be so obnoxious. Though eventually, I do want to get shots inside the memory of Alon, so I think we have to kill Raimi eventually. I still haven't beat... I still don't have any shots of Sin. I have tons of shots of, whatever her face is, so Ilana. And I talked about this one, just, it's so annoying having to kill getting all the shots I want of all the charred guys and all the night, and yeah, it's just... I'm not doing it. Not doing it. I don't know how I feel about Frigid Outskirts. Okay. I'm feeling like we don't need any shots for this character for a bit. Let's go switch over. Uh-huh. Hello? Oh my, that is so annoying. That is so annoying. I had him locked on, but the character, like, aimed at the wall behind me. Like, what the hell? Well, it is what it is. Also, sorry, chat, I cannot take this sound, so if we're gonna have to listen to it a lot... There we go. I just cannot take... This is my nails to chalkboard. Oh my... Life gem. There we go. Hey, buddy. Oh my. I love Dark Souls 2 aiming. God, this is why I play Sorcerer. There we go. Alrighty. Look at those 2D crows. We don't get to see those guys again until Undead Settlement in DS3. Okay, yeah, they're just dumb. Oh, come on! Ugh. I don't know if I want to open the shortcut with the bomb guy yet. That's my biggest concern. Like, do I really want to go through the whole bomb thing and open up this wall? Like, I'm trying to think if there's any moment where I want... you know, there may be some shots I want with this wall there. If I get the key and stuff. So, you know, I'm going to try to go without it then. Well, I'm still alive somehow. Oh. Hey, you came up. Oh. There we go. And yeah, I don't know how I survived that one, Chad. I honestly should be dead. I should have lost all my souls there. The Lord took pity on me, I suppose. Come on, come on. There we go, finally. Oh, come on! Dodge roll, dodge roll. What really is a dodge roll? There we go. Do-do-do. There we go. Now deal with his friend. Alright, deal with this guy because we know he's gonna follow. God, even with the lock on, it doesn't readjust properly. Ugh. Ah, damn. Really? Alright. This is a game. It most certainly is. Oh. There we go. Hey, buddy. Alright. There we go. Oh my god, the fact that the way it aims down just annoys me so much. Like, holy hell, it's so obnoxious. Yeah, we got nothing else here. No, it's downstairs. That's where the wall is. Blue wooden shield, large soul of lost undead, great soul arrow. Wooden shield, wooden shield, wooden shield. I think this was in Dark Souls 1, if I recall correctly. I can't remember the context, though. This is a trap chest, if I recall. And this is the chest where the guy will just open things up for you. You're like, knock, knock. There we go. Hello, sir. Just gotta make sure. Whoop. Why is this room so dark? Ah, fuck. There we go. That's another obviously trap chest. All right. Oh, when did this all get blown up? Man, I love it. I love it. I don't need to kill you guys. So I'm not going to. I forget where the key is. It's so awkward how the camera, like, automatically hangs low. Oh! Whoop. That was lucky. I was making a total guess there. Oh! Yeah, the way the camera turns it aims things so low. Despite the fact that I'm trying to aim high, like, it's so weird. Like, why would you ever want to play Melee in this game? Is it because they're the same size as you or something? I don't know what it is, but it's just it's really awkward. I know it's worse when it's enemies on the floor, though, so it might be just a height differential, like you said. It might just be the camera's just sort of set up so that we'll always try to aim lower, so that way it'll aim normal when it's a big enemy. But it's just really obnoxious. I can't think of a single situation where I'd want to get a shot of this area with this chest like this, but I also can't think of a single reason why I would want to open the chest. Yeah, I don't need to open that door. Of course. Alright, we'll kill you. I didn't realize there was a fog wall there. Like, see, that almost got me killed right there. I'm gonna die here. Woo! Yeah. I was not gonna die here. It takes too long to do that in this situation. Damn. Alright, well, at least it's easy enough to deal with the, fire bomb throwers. We let them just kill all the enemies for us. I wanna go this way. I do need to start getting back, though, and getting my level ups in. It feels so weird. I have to awkwardly, like, raise my camera a slightly higher in order to get this to work. I almost want to not use the lock-on. Because at the very least, I can try to manually raise it higher so it feels normal. But it's just so much extra work I have to put in. And you can easily overcorrect. Yeah, they just... God, if this game got a remaster, I would be so happy just to know that someone might go in and actually fix it. They're not coming, okay. Oh, okay. That was close. I was a frame slower. I think I would have gotten hit there. Come on. Oh. I don't want to deal with you. He died! Yay! There we go, one dead. That makes things a lot easier. Hey, buddy. Don't mind me. Just picking up what I dropped. Boop. Damn, I still got hit by that. I love iframes. Alright, if I go back there, we'll get attacked by frickin' Iron Man. Yay! I do miss the frequent fog walls, though, chat. I really do miss that. The ability to not really know, if you're not paying attention, what part of the map you're at, whether there's gonna be a boss on the other side or not. Like, that was just so nice on a blind playthrough. And you just don't have that in Elden Ring. Elden Ring, you always know when it's gonna be a boss. It's always the same story. Damn. Damn. Alright, not a good idea. But yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Whoop. Alright. Amber herbs. Oh. Stop aiming for their ankles, my man! You're aiming at their chest! See where the reticle is! Go for the chest! Ay, ay, ay. I don't think there's any bow and arrow guys here, so we should be good. Wait. Oh no, that's the head. I was about to be like, where's the tower? I'm like, no, the tower's behind there. Because I thought that was like a... My mind was registering that as like a mountain or something. I was like, huh. That doesn't look right. But no, all's good. Really? Really? Alright, game, whatever you say. Man, I love it when my chains just stick out of the ceiling. There we go. I can preserve the illusion. It's game over, man! Game over! Yep, it is, Sora. Alright, soldier. Large leather shield and a life gem! Lol, random candles that don't go used. Fire arrow? Jeez, I wonder why, chat. Look at all the fire arrows before. Alright. I think Pate's the guy that who gives me the bow down gesture? Let me just double check this. Dark Souls 2 gestures. Earth and P. Oh, it's Gilligan. Yeah, it's Gilligan. Yeah, no. I'm gonna have to live with that. Sorry, I ain't going all the way to Gilligan right now. That ain't happening. The less Gilligan in my life, the better. Honestly, this is the playthrough where if I meet Gilligan, I instantly kill him by knocking him off Earthen Peak. Oh, whoa. Alright. Any more shots where I care if these doors are open or closed? I don't think so. I want to say we're good here. I really want to say we're good here. Alright. Where are you fighting the rat dog for? For shots, Night Scout. It's always for shots. I live for shots. My entire life revolves around shots. I just want to get shot, you know? It's been a lifelong dream of mine, you know? Yeah, I think it'd be better if I keep the doorway shut for this one. Yeah. Granted, we could... I could try to get the shot, with the other character. Let's see how it looks real quick. We need to go back either way to Majula and get myself leveled up, so... Could fulfill that dream by going to a Black Friday mall sale tonight. The Stampede didn't happen first, well, I guess we'll see. Alright, let's get off the temp worker. He did his temp job for now. Stay hydrated, chat. I need more water, though. Where is it? Forest of Fallen Giants, Cardinal Tower. I have to see what I want to get for the Black Friday sale. I wonder if getting parts for my future computer would be smart. No, yeah, I think we can get away with getting the shot here, yeah. I mean, it would be better, I think, if we got it. Yeah, we don't need the thing closed in order to get this shot. Regarding the shifting of the landscapes of Dark Souls, what makes the first flame drift to places rather than places just drifting around the first flame? That's what we get in Dark Souls 3, Night Scout. Like, that's the entire point of Dark Souls 3. It's saying, hey, we're now building upon this original concept, so it's not just that the first flame is moving around, but that other places are now getting drawn into the places where the first flame is moving around. So yeah, that's the entire point of Dark Souls 3. It's just, it's to them taking the concept of, okay, what if we have, different times in the same space? Okay, we did that for Dark Souls 1. Okay, now what if we have different spaces at the same time? Okay, that's Dark Souls 2. Okay, what if now we start dragging everything, not just inside the bubble, but outside the bubble into this entire whole, you know, different space at the same time, different times in the same space, right? And that's how we start getting the whole, you know, drift/convergence. Your article for DS2 requires places getting drifted with the first flame too, though? Yeah, because that's how it works in DS2, very clearly from all the evidence. I'm just saying that, yes, what you're suggesting is in fact a thing with the first flame as well. We see that in Dark Souls 3. That's the point. The games are simply saying that as the stagnation of the first flame continues, the side effects become more and more pronounced. And that's what we're seeing with each game. There is an escalation. Alright, we're done with this one, so let's go back to Temp Worker. So Dark Souls 3 would be increasing the scale rather than inventing a new factor. Exactly. Exactly. It's essentially the ideas where Miyazaki and From Software started off with a relatively simple concept in Dark Souls 1. when Miyazaki left for Bloodborne, whether, you know, he's consulting, you know, obviously on the side, but the, you know, the directors were in the driver's seat, as he himself admits, and they built upon that concept, and then when Miyazaki gets back and he's working on it, he's like, you know what, I'm going to now take this concept you built upon and build upon it further, which is the entire point. Like, Miyazaki's on record. Like, that's his entire goal with Dark Souls 3, is to build upon all the concepts that were already there in the first game, but, you know, in both in the end. So... Oh wait, no, I wanna spend my souls. We don't wanna risk losing them at this point. Yeah. Yeah, so everything in Dark Souls 2 tells us, again, they're just doing something simple. They're not doing the Dark Souls 3 thing. They're just drawing the lands over, right? And all the developers, they talk about this, so, right? So there's definitely, you know, all the circumstances and the implications that the game has are definitely consistent with what the devs' intentions were, right? Ever since the original director was first brought on board. Yeah. We want vigor now. Yeah. How many would I need? Honestly, not that much. I really thought it'd be more. Yeah, the biggest pain with Great Shift is me going through old articles and trying to take any link to Haida and switch it over now to the Great Shift. Because, like, it's not, like, again, I just came up with the term, so it's not like something I've had in my back pocket for a while. But now it makes things so much easier, right? Now, when I'm going through and updating my DS2 articles, I can now refer to something very specific. Let's see. Now, where do we gotta go from here? Oh. Oh, shit. Is this guy gonna... I don't know if this guy will follow me, so let's just play it safe. My point then still is, why would the First Flame be drifting if it's the Foundation that figured his son to their solar system? I mean, you can go into, you can ask yourself that for anything, like, why does anything with space go one way or the other, right? But I think the idea was probably that, one, they wanted a soft reset, and this was the best way they could get around that. And two, because the First Flame and everything is unstable with it, I mean, the idea that it can translocate to any location in space of its choosing, that's not the craziest idea. And like we said, we ultimately will see the reverse, where it will start drawing things into its bubble, rather than it bringing its time-space distortions to the land. Okay, we kind of have to think of this as the... Again, because it's like an escalation, we have to kind of think of this in the broader term, not just in this idea of like, oh, you know, it's doing this for a few thousand years and then it's like moving to another place. In the grand scheme of things, it's like, okay, it's getting a bit wobbly. Now the gear's starting to, you know, pop off and, you know, bounce around inside the machine, right? And now everything else in the machine is starting to collapse in on itself and, you know, fall to the same place that the gear's falling to, right? So it's kind of like, again, this kind of point of like, we're kind of just seeing it behave. And ultimately, the devs are the ones that are going to decide exactly how that works. I'm just going to accept the physics that there, or metaphysics, is it I guess it's both physics and metaphysics, right? Because we're dealing with, you know, translocation and stuff. But anyway, the point is, I'm going to just accept their physics and metaphysics as they're giving it to us when they make it this clear. Because like you say, ultimately... The flame is basically what it's all revolving around, because it's the one connected to disparity. Now, granted, the rock world precedes it, in that sense. So, that is kind of like a rocky foundation where it's technically in, you know, the world's playground, as it were. But yeah, it basically, it's gonna, if it wants to go to one space or another on that, you know, board, I don't think that's that crazy. Do I want to bring the other guy down here? The First Flame kind of already did drag things within. Yes, but those are things that are already within its sphere of influence. Night Scout, you're not taking into account the time bubble aspect. already there is a sphere of influence within the immediate vicinity. That was Lordran in Dark Souls 1. Now, it's Drangleic in Dark Souls 2, but it brought some of those things from its area of effect in Lordran. What Dark Souls 3 does is now say, okay, let's drag something that is not at any point within the time bubble, right? It is something that is completely, or, theoretically, outside of the First Flame's sphere of influence. That is the difference. That is where the escalation is. And that's why now it's not taking things with it that's next to it, so to see. It's taking things with it now that could be on the other side of the globe. And as we learn with the Dragkeep, it could even be in different points of time. That's how we get stuff like, say, Firelink Shrine or Harvest Valley post-Myth, like, not even that long necessarily post-Mytha. I'm surprised. Oh. I'm actually surprised by how stuck this guy is. Hey. Alright, so, Chad, is this door different from any of the other doors we've seen? I want to say yes, but I'm not entirely sure. Also, how the hell did you... Yeah, they really didn't think how this was supposed to work before, this lift thing got added. Yeah, we may as well get this. I'm gonna lower it a little bit. Could reviving certain lords create a respective sphere of influence? I guess it would depend on if a fragment of the First Flame has enough power that it could sort of act like a moon with its own gravitational pull, right? Because that's the close analogy I can think of, right? It would be like when you have a planetary body, which when it reaches a certain size, it exerts its own gravity, right? Could a fragment of the First Flame, assuming it was big enough, do that? I would want to say yes, but then again, I don't know if the Lords of Cinder, as we know of them in Dark Souls 3, have that level of influence, whether it's, intentional or just passive. Also, doesn't the First Flame technically have a sphere of influence over all of reality since it depends on the flame? Yes, but we're talking about in terms of the time bubble, right? Again, in Dark Souls 1, it's established that we have a quote-unquote dimensional space, which Lordran, but not the rest of the world, is caught in, and that space, which is Lordran, is caught in a stagnant flow of time, which is implicitly caused by, of course, well, the First Flame, which governs time by, the light of fire, right? And when the First Flame moves locations, so does the time bubble, right? And this is consistent across all three games. What isn't consistent is the level of effects of this area of effect that the First Flame immediately influences. So we go from, say, Dark Souls 1, where it's, okay, just the stagnant flow of time area, again, different times in the same space, but now we have the Dark Souls 2, different spaces in the same time, and then Dark Souls 3, okay, let's do that, but let's escalate it now where we're going to drag everything in. So it's kind of like a black hole where now it's starting to suck things outside of it. And like you said, because it already has control over all reality, that's why we're able to see it take things that are technically outside of its quote-unquote sphere of influence, right? Because again, originally it was just these things within this relatively small range, right? Obviously, an entire, land continent area isn't that small, but you get what I mean, right? For the sake of argument. So we have this relatively small area, but again, the First Flame does in fact have ultimate effect upon, it effectuates the entire world in the end. So eventually, what affects the immediate vicinity of the flame is going to affect everything outside, and that's what we start seeing, is everything starts getting dragged into that bubble to become the Dragkeep. Dark Souls 3 is just showing us the beginnings of that process, and by the end of the game / the DLC, that's when we're getting to, the end result of that stagnation. Hmm. Let's see. Oh! I think I got that one. Okay, so let me... I actually was really happy with that. Go off, Loki. Lol. I don't know what I'm going off on, but yeah. I'm super happy with that shot. That looked good. Now, I'd like to get a shot with this, but the problem is that dude's there, so we have to... I have to kill him. I have to kill him over here. So we gotta do that next. Yeah. Yeah, it's too... I need the brightness, chat. Otherwise, it's too dark, and it's not gonna come out right when I try to edit it. So I need to do that brightness. Random cubby we don't use. Yeah, I just wish there was more... I wish there was more signs past this door to give us an idea that there... Like, I would love if there were signs that this was, like, an underground beast pen that was, like, under the river, and maybe there's some, like, I don't know, like, tubes or something to show that they would, like, let water down in order to help cool off the lizards or whatever, so they don't get too hot, or to control them, right? You know, it's kind of like spraying a cat. You go down, 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 down. Dark Souls 3 Dragland seems to relate to the Lords of Cinder, it shows. Any chance the Flame tried to pull them back to their duty? Ooh, that's an interesting question. Is it coincidence that of what lands we see, or not? Well, the thing is, the only real land that would likely have been pulled in after the fact is probably the Profane Capital. Because Irithyll, Cathedral of the Deep were not among those lands. Well, Irithyll, yes, but Irithyll was way before Aldrich was a thing. Cathedral of the Deep was established on the existing land as it was. Same with Faron Keep. Faron Keep was already set up with the Abyss Watchers and stuff over there in that area before the Abyss Watchers got called up to be Lords of Cinder. So yeah, it would the only, you know, quote unquote coincidence would be that the Profane Capital land would come, because it by all indication it seems like everything that happened with the Profane Capital happened before it was pulled over, and that including Yorm's Firelinking. So yeah, I think we should just chalk that up to plot convenience. That Profane Capital is one of those lands that gave Yorm the opportunity to be like, oh, I'm gonna go check out what happened. I can't believe it got brought over. What happened to all my people, right? To all those people I was trying to save. And then I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't think any of the other lands that drift have any relevance to the Lords of Cinder. So yeah, I think we definitely should just chalk that up to, you know, a plot convenience or contrivance, depending on how you look at it. I like that idea, though. I think the problem is that we just don't have enough evidence to give us, you know, unlike the Flame of Chaos, you know, which is, you know, born from a soul of life, the first flame doesn't show any degree of sentience, right? It acts... Like, even like, the Dark Soul, quote-unquote, you know, a Dark Soul which is also known for autonomous life and stuff, it also seems to more so act on instinct in accordance with its nature than ever acting like, you know, a true, full sentience. The closer we get with the Dark Souls, more like all the, you know, souls that it's absorbed become like a kind of almost hive mind, I guess. But even then, they don't exert the same level of, you know, like, you know, collective will like you would expect from, like, say, like we get from, like, the Flame of Chaos, once again. Wolnir's castles got pulled into, and Wolnir is possibly Yorm's dad, and thus the land could be his homeland. Again, that's fair to say, but the thing with Karthus and stuff is that it was likely already there when the Abyss Watchers and stuff set up. So again, this would also have it probably predate. Actually, no, it could post-date Yorm, based on the timeline. It could post-date Yorm. So again, you could make that case there. Yeah, I'd have to go back and check some of the specifics on that to see if that could work, but that could be something. But again, it would still basically just be Yorm, and that would be the biggest problem. If it was true for, like, all four of them, I think it would be suspicious enough to warrant considering more heavily. Yeah, okay. Let's go back, chat. Let's go back and reset this now. You guys are making me cook too hard right now. I'm like, can this work? Can this not? There we go. Wasn't Karthus a desert? Yes. I forget if it's called a land of the sands or a desert land. One of the two. I think it's sands because I'm pretty sure in Dark Souls 2 they use the term desert more. But I remember it only being in one of the games that the term gets used liberally. Yeah, we're good. Nothing else I need to worry about. Hey, Amy. Death will repent your sins forever. If so, I've died so many times. Where's my forgiveness? Oh, there we go. Oh. God, stop aiming for people's fucking shins! God, I hate the lock-on in this game. It is so garbo. Regardless of the sandworm. Yeah, it definitely has the sandworm. We all love the sandworm. Hey, buddy. Okay, we'll try it. What do you think about this game? Nothing positive. Nothing positive. So if you're looking to me to glaze it, I'm sorry, I'm not your guy. I'm here to get my screenshots and get out. Game is great. What do you mean? Sure. Keep telling yourself that. If Keep is built on old steel, doesn't seem like Karthus was beneath it before the drift. The problem is that we have the whole idea that, again, it is placed underground purposefully. So whatever was desert or anything is probably buried underground with it, right? And it's, again, overlapping with what would be an existing forest, plus, you know, anything else that got brought over from, you know, Drangleic and Lordran and blah, 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 right? So all that has to come into play. Alright, so I think... If you think that, why are you so interested in it? Because unfortunately... I love Dark Souls 3 so much, I'm like, damn it. I really need to make sure that people understand Dark Souls 2 properly so they can understand the good game. The sad times we live in. We have to take the shit with the gems. Alright, I think that's enough. I think that's enough of the images for now. Let's get a shot from this angle. This one we're gonna keep at this brightness. What would drag it beneath Faron if Faron's Susulusi and Orlando and Lothar are actually already close? That might barely move. Yeah, you gotta keep in mind, though, that where Faron is relative to Irithyll is the exact opposite side of where Anor Londo was relative to Darkroot Garden. So already there's the idea that both Irithyll and Irithyll and the Faron Forest, or whatever was left of the Darkroot Garden, Ulasil Forest, or what have you. You already have some of the forest that got brought over to Drangleic, but now whatever's left with Sif and, you know, the Artorias Grave and all that jazz, that stuff has to also get brought in either with Irithyll or separate from it, doesn't really matter, over to Lothric separately, and they go into their own locations. It's kind of like how, again, in Dark Souls 2, we have it where you can have, like, Seath Duke's Archives, you know, kinda, sorta close to Hyda's Tower of Flame, but not at all close to Undead Crypt or Ash Lake, you know, quote-unquote, with the Shrine of Amana. And, you know, obviously Shaded Woods would be another, and Huntsman's Coves would be other parts of, like, Darkroot Garden Forest and stuff around there, right? So, again, it's one of those things where it's up to the developers at their whimsy, because it's theoretically possible that the Flame could drop those things anywhere within its, again, within that time bubble area. It's just one of those things we kind of just take it and accept, like, okay, if they say, this land goes underground, but this one's going to be above ground here, and that one's going to be right next to it here, and that one's going to be actually directly beneath it down there, and it's like, okay, sure, whatever you say. Ultimately, this is all being said, this is all their way to justify how they're connecting a bunch of different levels that they created together, right? It's one of those things where I'm not going to try to think too hard about why X land went exactly there or not. It's like, if the devs say it is, then yeah, okay, whatever. I hate when I have to give those types of answers, but it's just the truth, right? And like, at some point, you just kind of have to accept that, you know what, it's left to the developers' liberties within the framework they've created. And it's like, okay, yeah, sure. I don't like any of these shots with the angle I'm getting. Okay, maybe I'm just doing this wrong. Maybe I should have something like this. Ah, no, it looks off. It looks off. Alright, I'm gonna do something like this. Gonna keep it really far to the right, and then gonna move on. Yeah. Alright, let's look at the shots I got. Let's see if I got anything good. We're still on Doggo. I really like that shot. Yeah, I think I like this one more. I can play around with it, make it brighter. I think I like this one most. Yeah, with the brightness and stuff. I think this looks good. Yeah. I forget where I mentioned this. I think the Iron Door is mentioned in Drangleic, so I think I'll add that to that analysis. So I think we're good there. Now the question is just Giant. Last Giant. Would there have to be a smaller drift first for Faron Keep to be modified to account for Karthus drifting low based on your earlier comment? What do you mean by, like, a smaller drift? Like, are you talking about, like, individually? Like, you'd have to have something, like a small individual land happening before to lay the groundwork for having the forest and stuff on top of? Because, again, we have to think of it as basically, like, you have essentially another land being, you know, similar to how we have the idea where different times, different points in time overlap, and so therefore people from those two individual time spaces can meet, even though they are, you know, technically they are from potentially years apart. The same thing would be true here, where you essentially have two different lands which are simultaneously overlapping it. So Karthus kind of, again, it's really weird to think about, but it literally is sort of overlapping or apparating with an existing space right there, and it just kind of pops into over it there. Right. Basically, Karthus drifting over when society was still intact enough in Faron to build an intentionally connected path, like you mentioned, rather than two random spots conveniently overlapping. I think what would happen is basically, whichever came first, whether it's Faron or Karthus, you have Karthus underground, Faron above ground. Whichever one drifts first, or maybe they drift at the same time, or whatever happens, both of them end up drifting to Lothric, right? And then the Faron, the undead, by the circumstances of them at Lothric, end up coming upon making the deal with the wolf, building up Faron Keep, and they find the Karthus ruins. Now, it's been a while since I've read my analysis, so there may be some circumstances I'm forgetting, but if I recall correctly, I want to say that in my analysis, Karthus was probably already there when Faron Keep was being built, and when they built their mausoleum with the ritual that after you take the ritual blood, you know, the altar goes back, and you can go down and you see an example of what happens to countries that fall to the dark. They end up like Karthus, and, you know, sort of hammers home why it's so important that the Abyss Watchers do what they do. Now, granted, it's ironic how they kind of basically allowed an entire, you know, they allowed Wolnir, you know, they obviously didn't know about it, but it's just kind of funny how it's like, they're like, look what happens, how the dark destroys itself, and it's like, well, you see, you didn't realize that was Wolnir's plan. That's what he wanted you to think. Oh, God. See, my man Wolnir, he is truly the 5D chess player. Nobody gives my man Wolnir the respect he deserves. All these people thinking about ages of the world and stuff like that. My guy Wolnir's got the Nido plan down. Whatever happens, light or dark, there's still gonna be him bringing death. Tyranny of entropy, baby! Wouldn't Faron Keep exist before the Abyss Watchers linked the fire? Yes. They seem to have returned home after the bells awakened them. Yes. This is true. But yeah, we have evidence of Faron Keep existing and having relations with Lothric before the Abyss Watchers are called. In fact, it's very likely Lothric were the reasons why the Abyss Watchers knew that they were needed to become Fire Linkers themselves. That's most likely what went down. Alright, I think I got all the doors I can, all the shots I can of this, so let's go see Last Giant. We're pretty close to a level up, though, so I want to do one more. Let's kill this guy, and then get the level up, and then we can go in. I'm gonna regret this, I just know it, but... Me trying to play clever. Get myself killed anyway. So wouldn't that mean Karthus would have to be below Faron before the DS3 drift happened after all the Lords of Sin reject the duty? I'm not sure what you're trying to work out there, Night Scout, because the drift happens, the drift's already happening throughout the entirety of Lothric history. It's not some really recent event or anything. You're again, this is referenced about how literally Lothric for the longest time, once upon a time, was warring with these lands that would drift to it for the longest time. Then they stop again. The idea is that the lands we explore are the plot relevant ones, but there are probably many, many others that are also there above ground or below ground in Lothric, which also drifted there. So the drift and stuff was already well happening before the last century or so, which is when we have our current batch of Lords of Cinders who are on those thrones, were in the picture. Yeah, let's do this. I still think I can make this work. Ah, no. Okay. Here we go. Wow. I know. Me falling to my death. It's always impressive how I find ways to screw myself over. I know. Alright, we're going to be having to wrap this thing up, though, close. So I want to hopefully get these shots of our Last Giant friend real quick. Alright. I don't have a lot of human effigies, unfortunately. That's my biggest gripe. I only have this one. So if I don't have enough HP for what I want to do, it's going to be really annoying. Because I have to try to drop down and survive the fall a bit. Now, granted, I can get the ring from What's-Her-Face, right? How much does that ring cost? Or do I have to kill something for her to... Do I have to kill something? Okay, I don't. I just need 13,000. Okay.
Nothing suited you.
Yeah. So if I get 13k, I can get that ring, and that'll make going down there a lot easier. Hopefully I'm not... Hopefully I'll be able to get those souls easy enough farming. I mean, I think I could get them just by beating the last giant, right? Anything I can do to get a shot of the pit without Gilligan. So we just got to clear that pit of items to distract me. May as well kill them all so that way I can make this easier on me. It's like it's so these guys all despawn at the same time. Alright. It's just gonna be like 700 souls I might lose. I'm willing to live with that. How much health do I have at half? Honestly, not that bad. Like, it's really not that crazy. Alright, guys. Get ready for me to spam the screenshot. Alright, there we go. Alright, get over here, buddy. Let's get into the light. Come on, find Jesus. Yes. Yes. Oh. Still not dead somehow. I love how they just registered that now! Oh, that was great. Let's try to lead him over here, so we have more space. There we go. Go on. God, this is a really good angle. Come on. There we go. I wonder how this cave even gets sunlight and could have a top battlement, the fortress fall on it. Seems like this cave should have been on the ocean-facing side instead. If I recall correctly, Nobre said that its exact location is, oh. There we go. It's on the other, it's like around on the other side of this area, right? Around where that seaside battlement is. It should be like directly under there. So basically where we spawn in to go up through the fog wall to fight the giant lord, there's a bunch of battlements and stuff there. That seems to be where the boss room is technically located, right? Somewhere around that zone. Now, is it realistic? No. No, it's not. But again, Dark Souls games always like to tweak the rules when they're underground. It's their favorite little pastime. God, fighting manually is such a pain, but it's so much better than dealing with frickin' the Shin Snapper. Last Eye only drops 10k. Well, with how many souls I'm collecting going against the enemies, I think this should be enough still. Oh, come on. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Oh no! Whatever will I do? You know what I'm wondering? Where the hell did they find a manacle big enough for him? He's got that giant-ass manacle on him. Like, what? They had just had that in reserve. They're like, you know, we had these from when we decided to take the giants prisoner, you know? We just made a bunch of these little shackle things. I'm glad we had them on staff, just in case. And they didn't work still. That's the best part. Keep in mind that the wall we're talking about is, like, right there. So again, based on where we travel... Oh. I'd say we're probably a little... Because if I recall correctly, this area should be around the King's Gate area. So this boss room area would be, again, yeah, about that area I was pointing you to. I don't think it's exactly underneath the Giant Lord's area, per se, but it should be, like, roughly around there. Because we don't go forward enough, that's for sure. But it's, like, right over there, so we're, like, just behind the wall. But yeah, where does sunlight come in? I still don't know, because I'm pretty sure there should be, like, part of the fortress or something blocking it. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's a good shot. I like it. Again, it would be nice if we had more contrast with our buddy here. Any more head sticking out here? No. Yeah. That's always the problem, isn't it? That's not good. That's not good. That's okay. No. Maybe. Borderline. What the hell am I even looking at? No! Wrong! I gotta restore that one. 1 second, chat. Gotta go in my recycle bin. I did not mean to delete that one. Restore. There we go. That one. That's not that one. That one. There we go. Yeah, those are fine. Not that one. I'll keep it. It's good enough. Yeah, these all look awful. Yeah, that motion blur, even when you turn off motion blur, you still have this motion blur. It sucks. Feels like there's no getting around it. It just sucks. Also, I left these things too big for you guys. Sorry. I forgot. The recycle bin double shame. Yeah, I know, right? No, but these look good. I like these. I like these shots. This one I can do if I wanted just a close-up like this on the head and the different swords and stuff. This one I think looks good. It's just like a general thing. We have this if we want to focus on the other end of the pillar and the sword blades and stuff stuck in him, right? Yeah, and I have this to focus on the hand here. Frickin' manacles and like... what are these things called on the feet? I guess they're called shackles still, but like, is there a specific term for the leg ones? All right, that's all we got. Okay. I guess we should get shots of him in phase 2, huh, chat? I guess phase 2 is the next thing, huh? Oh! We despawned the enemies. Good. Good. That saves us the trouble. Nah, there's too much shadow caused by those rays, unfortunately. Maybe I could get the lighting to cooperate. I don't know. Man, I killed you in the future past. Whatever it is. I will kill you again. Thanks, buddy. Oh. Oh, for a second I thought he was grabbing his arm. No, he was just swatting me like the gnat he thinks I am. How dare I get in the way of his glorious rule. Man, dude. If it's on the ankle, to fetter. Fetter! That's the term! I'm like, I know this term, but I don't remember it. It's a fetter. Thank you. Thank you, Night Scout. I appreciate that. Fetter. I knew it. I'm like, there's a word for this. I know. Shackles and fetters. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get a shot. He's just too big. It'll take me too long to try to get it. And he has that motion blur when he attacks, like everyone else, so... Yeah. I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, damn. Did move. I should have just moved. I think the dodge roll put me in place for too long, ironically. Even when I'm aiming at his, like, freaking calf, the camera points down automatically when he's locked on. Like, it's so funny. Just all the way at the floor. God, this game sucks so bad. I don't know if I like that angle anymore. On a similar note, the page in Elden Ring actually wear manacles, so they might be slaves. Ooh, that's a cool detail. That's cool to know. Would explain why they're such little shits! Fucking thieves! You never trust the Patches type. By the way, I got I didn't realize, but the other day I was in a video with Miss Chalice. Technically, it was for something really minor. She just referenced my one of my images I had on my Radon article. But I was like, oh, isn't that nice? I did not hear or know about this. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, I don't really, I wouldn't say I, like, regularly consume her content or anything. But I knew she was out there, and I've always appreciated the cosplays and stuff. So it was really cool seeing that she had apparently been reading my work. I don't know if she's, like, referenced me before or something like that either, but, like, yeah, it was just kind of neat. It's a pleasant little surprise. You know? I don't know if I was far enough away to make a good use of that shot, but that was a really cool attack that I wanted to take advantage of. Well, I'm dead. Well, I guess that's how we're getting shots of the feathers. Alright, let's... God, it's so nice not having to hear that goddamn ladder sound, chat. Like, you don't realize just how much that thing just... It hurts. It hurts. It just plain hurts. Anyway, I'm always happy to work with other content creators, right? So it's always cool when I see that new ones have actually been consulted my work, right? Because I would totally be okay if they want to, like, ask questions and stuff like you guys do, right? Like, I'm totally open to that type of stuff, right? I do it all the time with other content creators. You know, sometimes some of them are more willing to, like, you know, be forthright to ask than others, but, like, it's always cool when I get to talk and collaborate with other people and help with their work in any way, right? Even if it's something minor, so... I think I've seen a Miss Chalice video. I mean, I've always seen them on thumbnails and stuff like that. So I know that they've, so I know that they're at least relatively popular with the algorithm. And I've always appreciated at least her visual presentation, that's for sure. Because it seemed like her... Cause at least going by her thumbnails and stuff. She seems to always, like, do, like, some cool cosplays to go along with it. So I definitely appreciate the effort and style. Hey, the best guy. Welcome to the chat. I thought for a while back that this was Yorm's ancestor until I remember that DS2 tree giants don't have faces. Well, to be fair, a lot of people actually use that as a reason to believe it's the ancestor because they don't realize that Yorm has a face, right? They just see the chainmail helmet around his, you know, red-eyed face and they think how, oh, that's just like the giants. Clearly, that's what they're going for. It's like, no. Definitely not, you know? Oh. I'm cheating! I'm cheating! Doing my angle at the last second, but that was the voice of God telling me you have to change it to this angle. Look how beautiful that cinematography is. Oh my god. This is okay, but this is perfection. We're gonna have to try to match this one to this. No, but yeah, I'm pretty confident in the Wolnir Yorm theory that I've subscribed to. I think that one makes the most sense in terms of both analysis and just narrative, right? Accepting that my analysis is correct. I think just looking at the overall narrative, I think it makes it more holistic. I think looking at like all the different pieces, it kind of brings it all together. And again, that should never be used as an argument separate from the actual analysis, right, guys? Because you can say that for anything, but I'm just saying, like, accepting that I think I've done the best I can and that I am correct. I think that when you look at it from a narrative perspective, then I think it's where it's like, oh yeah, that just makes the most sense, right? Gotta make sure. Don't want anyone falling into a logical fallacy in the future. People do that with themes, too. I was telling Acer, for a podcast we were recording the other day, like, for similar thing. Whenever you're judging a content creator by their work, see what the percentage of their content is taken up by them talking about the themes. That will usually tell you how good of a lore content creator they actually are. And again, that's separate from if they're actually doing a video that's specifically about themes. I'm specifically talking about, like, actual lore analysis, supposedly. Yeah, let's go to phase 2. Actually, am I crazy, chat? Is there actual damage on that arm? Oh, there is! The arm is already almost destroyed. Huh. Well. Damn, I couldn't get it. There's a video about hitting the arm in phase 1 to make it fall off on its own. That's cool. Do you think these giants are mostly unchanged from the Age of Ancients? I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that Uldia was able to use giant souls to make his dragons and their souls seem weird. No, I don't think the souls that Uldia used have anything to do with it. I think it's just coincidence that it ended up being a giant soul that did it. Because you can, again, we see draconification with, occur with anyone, including humans and stuff. I think it's just the fact that, Vendrick was like, oh, hey, brother, I have all these leftover giants I don't need as golems for this. You can do whatever you want with them. And he ended up, it just so happened that's where it crossed over with his research. But in terms of, do I think they've been unchanged since the Age of Ancients? I mean, it could be. It's possible. We don't know anything about their evolutionary history before the events of Dark Souls 2, so it's totally possible that this race has more or less been unchanged since it first formed at whatever period. But granted, when you say Age of Ancients, I assume you mean in terms of the transition at the dawn of the Age of Fire out of the Age of Ancients, because they would not exist in the Age of Ancients itself in that form. Because especially with how their souls constituted, the fact that they have souls, right? Like, all of that sort of gets in the way. They would have to have evolved, they would have to be somewhere in the evolutionary tree first, so it would definitely be, sometime during that very early Age of Fire where they would first appear, which granted, that's a long time. There's we do have a long, large, unknown prehistory of which things develop until we get to, the medials who find the Lord Souls and become the Lords and, all that jazz. So. I'm able to now focus in on his arm there. I'm really happy with that one. Alright, so we have shots of him with his holding his arm. Shots of him not holding his arm. Yeah, it looks awful. Yeah, you can get the comparison too. Like, damn, chat. I am so happy with these shots. Like, hot damn. I have a zoom in too if I want for this. Oh, that one's too dark. Like, man, I love this one. We're very close to me just killing this boss, though, now. Like, we're getting to that point. We've been going on an extra hour than I would have liked, but you know, it's Thanksgiving, you know. I'm gonna give thanks to you guys by letting myself go over the limit, because for some reason I haven't passed out from all this food I'm stuffed with. I don't know how I'm keeping my blood sugar levels low enough. Oh wow, I'm very close to getting a level up already, huh? Again, is there anything I want, chat? I guess if he does the really rare laydown attack, that'd be cool, you know? That'd be neat. That'd be kind of swell. Ah, damn. Oh, mate. Go on, mate. Ah, damn. How am I not dead? Oh, there we go. Ah, damn, no. Not enough time. Okay, I can't do it in enough time. I'll be able to get that in enough time, though. Ah, there we go. Alright, last time, chat. I got all these shots. I think I'm good. Let's now go for the kill. He has a better moveset as an injure self than he does as the Giant Lord. Yeah, I like the animations a lot more in this one than his Giant Lord. His Giant Lord fight, I'll be honest, it feels half-baked. It really feels like they really thought up this idea of, oh, what if we have him where you fight a guy and he recognizes you, he's unrationally angry, you don't know why, but then you fight him in the past, you realize, oh my gosh, you're setting up the time loop, right? But then they put all the effort into, obviously, the first part, but then they were like, oh god, we have to rush over and outdo the Giant Lord. It just feels so half-assed as a boss fight. Last time, are you sure? I'm cereal. I'm super cereal.
Hello, my friend. It's time to die.
Yeah, the camera for the game is just absolute ass. We're doing the ancient dragon tech, huh? Oh. There we go. Alright. Soldier key! Oh yeah, this... That ain't working out. Ah, no, that ain't working out either. I can get this Can I, though? Oh, it's gonna really depend on how much that door opens up. I might not be able to get the angle I want, so yeah. It's fine, I just don't have to open it on this character ever. Period. Never. And we'll be fine. As a Pyromancer level, I remember hating that it took so long to get flame. Yeah, not having a starter class as a Pyromancer really bothered me when I was first starting to. Like, I will never forget my first experience with DS2, chat. It was, I start out the game, ooh, cool, interesting, oh wow, this is very different from what the original game is. I wonder where they're gonna go with this, right? Then it was going through the tutorial area. Didn't have much of a problem from what I recall. Getting to the hags, listening to them like mock me and like taunt me about the death or whatever. I'm like, yeah, whatever, fine. It's like that kind of put me off already. So I was like, already we're starting on a bad foot. So we go through all that, and then go through the tutorial section. It's tutorial, who cares? Get all the way to Majula, and as soon as I step out and see that glittering sunset Majula, I thought, wow, this is pretty. And that was the high point of the entire game for me. The next 20 hours were, actually it was probably closer to 19 at that point, but still, the next everything I went through from that point onward was absolute hell. It was so awful. And it was just like, yeah, that I can't believe that I actually after DS2 I literally swore off this year. I was like, I'm never gonna do this. It really boggles my mind how different my last 5 years of life would be if I just stopped after Dark Souls 2. If that was the end of Loki, like before Loki even began. It really puts things into perspective. I do want to be able to see my HP and stuff, so. Ah, damn, I did that too early. Oh. Ah, damn. Yeah, this is awkward. I'm not getting him to cooperate with trying to, you know, make himself fall off the ledge. Not ironically, I love hexes. I think hexes are cool from what I'm experiencing with them right now. Like, they're fine. The problem is they're basically just sorceries for the most part. That's my problem more so with magic in this game. Outside of pyromancies, magic is kind of monotonous and boring. That's why I'm a pyromancer. Even Deirdre has the pyromancy cane loot off a corpse of this island. Yeah, but that's because you pick the pyromancer class at the beginning, right? I don't think that's for every class, is it? Or can you actually get... Oh, can you actually get pyromancy flame even as the non-pyromancer class right at the start? That's why I'm a faith guy? Yeah, I can see that. I know a lot of people complain about faith is boring, but I think it's just a different playstyle. Like if you want to be like depending on the game, obviously, but if you want to go like first healer stuff, Elden Ring lets you get into offensive stuff a lot quicker overall. I can't recall. Does DS2 let you get? I think you have to get like lightning. You just basically have the lightning one to work with. There we go. That's what we wanted. Faith is a lot more color than blue. Yeah, for sure. I actually want to get shots of this guy, so I actually want to die to him more. Ah, damn. I was hoping I could survive that, but no. The class-specific item that loads in that spot depends on your... Okay, yeah, that's why I remember it being, but I wasn't absolutely sure. But it's still taken off of someone's corpse instead of being there at the start. The Dark Souls 1 Pyromancer basically starts as an undergrad or poser Pyromancer. Yeah, for sure. For sure. We steal someone else's flame that they inherited, not our own. Also... I think it's the only game where they actually have a prisoner start out disarmed. Right? I mean, granted, it's just us, but... yeah, let's die here. There we go. A cosplayer that looked into it. The great cosplayer of the Great Swamp. Dude just wanted in because he wanted to be different, right? What's the term they call those people? Extra? I don't know. Emo? No, it's not emo anymore, right? Of course you move. Starts off with a broken straight sword, so they're not entirely disarmed, but it sucks as a weapon. Ah, so they do give you something. Yeah, again, this is the only thing that really bothers me about Dark Souls world building. The devs really don't care about the implications of having prisoners with all, especially ones with magic, having all their equipment with them, in prison. It's like, what? Like, I don't care if you put it on a corpse or something, per se, right? Because you can always, like, you know, try to rationalize that as, you know, more, you know, convenience of gameplay. But when it's like an actual full-on living, like, enemy, and you'll actually build your lore around the idea that this enemy or whatever has their stuff there, like, say, the Dark Wraith. Dark Wraith's a really good example of this one. In Dark Souls 3 with the prison and stuff, and it's like, really? You capture this guy, you throw him in a dungeon, and you never thought to take the red eye orb at least from him? Yeah, I like how Dark Souls handles its magic system. It gives it a unique flair. Plus, the fact that it's rooted in certain, like, natural laws to the universe itself and stuff allows it to have, like, you know, some limitation while still giving you the freedom to do a lot of different shit. Anyway, I think we can kill this guy now. Go. It's not enough for Shalquar, so Nah, there's a sense that there's been a bunch of fights that have happened over time, Night Scout. That's why we see some seemingly suffering stagnation, while others don't, in mostly a proximity type of fashion and stuff. So it does look like it is... Oh, this guy's still alive. We missed him. It does look like it's not just simply they lured him in there. And even then, if you lured him and you have this many knights, why aren't you killing him? Again, it still doesn't make any sense for why it's happening if he's supposed to be this really old prisoner that's been in here for a really long time. Again, the problem is that no matter what angle you go with it, ultimately it doesn't really make sense. And this is happen throughout all the games. They will only occasionally acknowledge that maybe you should have all your stuff taken from you when you do this type of thing. Yeah, let's make sure the other guy disappears now. Anyway, let's move it down. Yeah, okay. Alright, that should be enough, right? Let's go buy the ring from good old Shoutcor. And then we can just focus on our own level ups. Ay, ay, ay. Especially if Guinevere is the queen, wouldn't she have a heart attack when she realized that Darkgrave was there? I don't think that alone is that bad if he's captured, but yeah, the problem is that he's captured, but he has all his equipment, including the eye orb that lets you be able to invade people from anywhere within your vicinity, including outside your cell. Like, that's just stupid. I'm sorry. Like, there's just no rationale there. It's like, you are just asking for trouble. And that again, like I said, and again, it's not just that. It's like every single time we have prisoners and stuff. I think Dark Souls 2 probably handles it best because you'll see a lot of quote-unquote prisoners where they're like stripped down to just like rags. So at the very least, it feels like there was some, you know, thought put into the idea that, hey, yeah, you should have prisoners like fully decked out in armor and shit.
An L.
Yeah. There we go.
Satisfied?
Yeah. My first ring. Oh. Reduces damage from falling. Okay, is this enough? Nope. Nope. Might be enough though if I use the human effigy. Dark Souls 2 best? What are you saying, Loki? You're right. I had a brain aneurysm. I'm just tired, Chad. It's late. Anyway. I will try this. We also have the Giant Lord Soul. Do I want it for anything? No. If there's anything having to do with weapons and souls, I'm willing to wait for Cheat Engine so I can just add those items to my inventory whenever I want. I don't know how many souls the Giant even gives you. I don't know if it's anything comparable to what you got there. Alright. Will I survive? I surprisingly do. This is with the ring, by the way. Yeah, I'd have to die. I don't have the pose to get away with this. Haven't been here in a while, huh, chat? Just to say I have shots of this thing without the fire in case I like these shots better than the what we get by default. Damn. I actually had I had that for a while then, and I was like I was so surprised I kind of didn't take the shot. Cool. I had it, but the camera shifts, and that annoys me. Damn. I don't think I have it there. I didn't realize this was supposed to be a rat. I initially thought it was a goblin. You know what? I can see it. It kind of looks like the quote-unquote goblins from Demon Souls, right? They have the similar thing going for it. I can totally see it. That rat door really looks more like some goblin or kobold at this angle. Yeah, I can totally see it, guys. I get you. I totally get what you mean. Yeah, okay. I was like, I pressed the button, right? Because I thought I might have pressed it a little too lightly, but no. I pressed it. It was pressed. The button was pressed. Alright. Alright, one more shot. Alright. Let's light this fire first. No, I don't care about shots here. There we go. Yeah, yeah, I got the bonfire now, Nightsail. Yeah, I was about to forget. I was just about to forget. But now, yeah, if we ever want to start dropping from here, we can do that. I don't know if that respawns or not, but... Ring of the Evil Eye. Homeward Bone. Aw, how nice of them. They gave us a chance to go back after everything they put us through. Ain't that sweet, chat? Yeah, I don't care. Go away. Or not? I mean, if you're not going to move, who am I to stop you, Mr. Crystal Lizard? I mean, who am I to tell you where you can go on your way? Any moment now. So did Anor Londo make the pact with the talking rats like they assigned Artorias to handle, or is that truly a Drang Lake only pact? It's not Anor Londo, it was the Pygmy, so this would be something between the Pygmy Lord and the Rat King at some point, you know, before the events of Dark Souls 1. That was all between them. And then, of course, the idea is that, you know, mankind broke the pact by, you know, freely, putting themselves underground and stuff. Which is what we see in stuff like, you know, places like Izalith, places like, of course, the Gurm, Shulva, right? Anywhere else in Dark Souls 1 I can think of. Probably, No, I was thinking, like, probably, like, you know, Catacomb stuff. I don't think that would have counted to them. Would a Pygmy / Rat Pact have any relevance to rats also seeming to turn undead? I don't think any of the rats turn undead, but there is this idea that, you know, the rats love the poison and marrow and stuff like that. So there's kind of an overlap in that, you know, rats are kind of, you know... And much like the Pygmies, they can be considered, you know, the unsavory. They're the dregs. You know, they would be considered immoral by their nature, you know, not following you know, the wisdom of the divine in terms of what constitutes morality, right? So I think there's that similarity. I don't think they're undead though. At least, well, I guess they could be eating undead flesh, and then they would have the undead curse by proxy, right? I'm trying to think though. Do any of the rats in this game specifically have that going for them, or is it just that they've got, you know, the poison and the you know the you know, the plague and shit? Yeah, the undead dog. Yeah, the undead dog thing's the same thing. Yeah, the problem is that, yeah, the thing with the dog thing is that it's just Dark Souls 1. It's really hard to verify whether or not those dogs are supposed to be quote unquote undead by proxy, right? Because we don't have anything to really, you know, denote undeath, you know, outside of, you know, it doesn't look it, right? So that's always caused a problem. Well, he's gone. Is there anything like I'm like, oh god, I gotta get a shot of this. I mean, I can always come back here. You didn't see that item up there, chat? If I recall correctly, some of the DS1 dogs have the same glowing eyes as others do. Yeah, but that could just be chalked up to, like, art style and stuff. Like, that's not a really good, reliable indicator, right? It'd be much more reliable if it was something like, I don't know, like, we're seeing... No, even if they had, like, you know, missing body parts or something, it still wouldn't necessarily... It wouldn't necessarily be that they're undead. It could just be, you know, that they're dying, or, you know, they're ravaged, or they got, you know, they're just really, 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 really hardy in terms of temperament, right? Yeah, it's just really hard in Dark Souls 1 specifically to, like, get it. In Dark Souls 2, you have a lot more going for it because you have the pigs to help, you know, compare them to, plus, like, you know, the Solapies and stuff to help along with that. Just... Yeah, unfortunately, you can't look up enough for this. Alright, I'm pretty happy with us collecting all the items, which is all I wanted. So I'm okay with just kind of dropping down the chute if we can. Oh, this is Majula. Jeez, Majula's looking a little damp and dank. I think the eye design is safe for hollows in Dark Souls 1, though. Yeah, but a lot of things are undead anyway. That's the problem, Knights Go. Like, Dark Souls 1, there's a lot more, you know, just, you know, density of, like, just everything in Lordran is either a monster or undead, so... I'm not saying that you're wrong in that being potentially the dev's idea. I'm just saying, like, as an outsider, it's not a good, reliable indicator unless I got, like, a dev actually saying so for something like that. Yeah, I can't get any... Ideally, I want to fall in a spot that'll just make it so that way I would fall straight down and get the death screen, you know? Nah. I mean, granted, this could work. This could work. It's not exactly what I wanted. Right? Maybe something like this. Give you a sense of what it's like inside. It's a little hard though, because it's so stark. I would have liked it a slightly more of an angle. I think that's what this does. This gives you more perspective. So let's see if I can just die on one of these boards at the edge of them or something. That one looks about right. Yeah, that one looks good. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna need something like dying from up here, that's for sure. That seems to be my best way of getting the shot that I want. I'm gonna have to pick up the Ring of Binding soon, just so I don't have to deal with all this, you know, chat? Oh. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Maybe I get on one of the edge ones. If I die, like, right there at the edge. I didn't want to destroy. I didn't want to destroy. Try falling a bit without landing. I think that's what we did. We tried doing earlier, and that's how we got the really just long passage thing. I think it's going to follow me until I go all the way down. I think they really want you to see just how deep the pit is, so they're not going to let it just kind of, like, fall. Unfortunate. Yeah, I want to try dying here. Ah, damn. Yeah. This is the best I think I'm going to get. Hey, Dino Boy. Oh, no. Oh, yes. So that's as far as I was able to get there. Let's see. Again, I really want to try to get myself caught on that edge one there. See what I can do with the camera from that angle, so... The problem is if I die too close inward, I get so much of it blocked by the wood here. Yeah, the stick is what did it there, Night Scout, because it had me dead, and it gave me enough, it slowed down my descent enough, so that way the camera would freeze when we were getting to the end point of the death screen. That's the problem. Just trying to make sure we get that to slow down for long enough. Before I forget... Before I forget... I just noticed how ugly that texture looks right there. The very obvious repeat texture at that angle. Like, it looks so bad. It actually doesn't look so bad when you're looking at it straight up like this. Because they did put, like, some different stuff there with, like, the flavor and stuff. But, like, you can literally see how copy-paste it is from when you start looking at it from a... Yeah! It looks like a quilt pattern. Need fall damage for yourself to get... Oh, I've already been down there, Dino Boy. I'm purposefully trying to die to get shots. This is not me trying to survive. We've already gotten the... I've already got it all the way down to Grave of Saints with the ring. Right? I purposefully took it off. I do want this ring on, though, anyway. It's gonna be useful. Ooh. That one might have potential. Yeah, I'm trying to pose for photos. I swear, the things I do for my website, man. The things I do for the website. I find it very funny. I think you have to find humor. Oh yeah, this is not gonna work. Yeah. It's at the corner. The corner's where we have the most advantage. Loki is the Dark Souls 2 lover. He already knows it all. I hate you, Xavier.
Yeah, I absolutely adore Dark Souls 2.
Alright, Clippers, you know what to do.
It's my favorite game in the universe.
Yeah, sure, bud. I need to get back in that corner. It's really gonna be hard because I have to deal with Dark Souls 2's like floatiness as I fall. But like, if I can just get myself to have just enough momentum to hit that corner there and stay on that corner, I think we're in business. Come on. Yeah. Is that enough? That might be. I'm almost there. Love how this game kills you for a tenfold fault. My first playthrough so painful, for sure. It's at least a good way to give players like an interesting little tease, though. While also highlighting the challenge, right? Like, I actually think the pit is very smart in its design. And again, you're not going to see me say that about a lot of things in DS2. But I think it's one of the smartest things in the design for how they handled the area and gatekeeping you and stuff for difficulty. Damn. Well, I got a shot of the cave from that angle. Wasn't expecting that today. That wasn't on my bingo card. For another Elden Ring thing, the Limgrave and Lingdale commoners might be slaves too. They have metal collars that the rogue commoners don't, so it's not a support brace for the tree pillar. I'd have to look at that again because I'm pretty sure there's lore text though that does talk about the idea. Granted, you can always argue they're being they're supposed to be conscripts, so they are technically being pressed into pressed quote unquote into service. So you can always argue they're kind of like slaves essentially, especially considering like who decides when the war ends in a civil war? Lol. The game was rigged from the start. Pretty sure the ones with the commoners without the shackles are the frenzy ones. Definitely would make sense. I really need to try to get into that corner now. La 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 la. Necromancers still have it? That is funny. Again, I think I can crop some of these, so let's see what we've got currently, right? Let's see where we're at right now. So we have this shot, which I can crop with freely. Like, I have a lot of flexibility here to really highlight the depth of this pit. This one's okay. Okay. I don't mind that one, because I can crop it for this, right? Yeah, I'm okay with these shots. You know what, chat? Maybe I need to play with the angle a little bit, right? Like, maybe I can try to twist the angle a little, but I don't think this is that bad. Like, if I can get this to work... let's try to... Can I flip... Can I rotate this? Yeah, it's not letting me rotate, unfortunately. At least not that I can see from here. Curses. No, I could resize. No, but I think if I flip this, like, just look at it on this half, chat, like something like this, and imagine it being flipped. I think that could work. I'm out. Peace out, Loki. See you, Victor. Have fun. Thanks for hanging out with me. Always appreciate ya. Yeah, this one's even better. Yeah, I think if I play with the angle a little bit, I might be able to get even more out. Like, I can totally see getting something if I toy with this right. There we go. The coolest thing would be just to have a free cam, though, for sure. But, you know, we don't live in that world. I could die here, too, so I'm going to try to die on the edge here, see how that works. Nah, too. Nah. Unfortunate. Imagine taking all your Elden Ring shots without free cam. Yeah, no. I would not be taking nearly as many Elden Ring shots. Again, I love my Elden Ring shots. I did get without free cam, right? Don't get me wrong. I think some of them are real nice. But yeah, there's way too much in Elden Ring that I would have never been able to get without that free cam, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's beautiful. That's a good one, too. I know, I'm jealous. You can get it too, Xavier. Again, if you're willing to, my playtime would be so much higher. You can get it too, Xavier. Like, if you're willing to shell out, like, the $6 for the 1 month, you could get it from Otis. I don't think it wasn't like I had, like, special privilege or whatever. I was just referred to by Votti. It's something that you can freely available. And it's not just that. Otis does them for a bunch of different games, I see. I get updates on my email all the time about, like, you know, different cameras that he adds. Hello, I'm new here. How long have you been playing? You mean in general or just today? I mean, in today, I'm about to wrap up. It's been about 3.5 hours about now. But in general, I mean, I've got hundreds and hundreds of hours. I'm not proud of that, mind you, but I do, in fact, have it. There we go. Oh my god, that looks perfect. Oh my god, that looks perfect. Let's look at that one, chat. Holy shit, it's perfect. He's a lore man. He plays these games more than can be considered healthy, for sure. Holy shit, chat. I think this is the one. It's so beautiful. Now the question I have is whether or not it would look better if I have it flipped the, you know, if I flip it 180 degrees or not. Some people are watching this for the first time and see you acting like this over a whole. That's why I don't ever expect many people to watch this. Conveys all the verticality. Well, yeah. Oh my god, I love this. This is the shot I dreamed of getting when we were first starting this, and I got it. Oh, I'm so happy. And there's no Gilligan ladders to photobomb us. It's beautiful. We don't have to deal with these stupid ladders in the way of my glorious shot. You played a few thousand too because it was your first one on Xbox. Well, I'm happy to hear that, but I think our Reezer did different. You do it because you like the game. I don't. There is no love here. It is purely business. It is purely a means to an end. I use this game like a whore, and then I throw it out when it no longer suits me. Alright, I think that's all the angles I want to grab. We can try getting it from this side just to be... Congrats, Loki. You've complimented DS2 several times since I was here. You love it after all, don't you? Clearly, I'm giving people all the wrong impressions about me. Hey, Nobre! Welcome here! We're about to end the stream. You're a bit late, Nobre. You're gonna have to watch the 3.5 hours on your own. Don't worry, though. You get to have double speed, so it won't be that bad. Alright. Let's try to die. Die beautifully! Farewell! Nope. Okay, knowing that there's no love there, I can't relate so well. That is my favorite OS in the trilogy. How do I feel about the OST in this game? I'd say most of it's forgettable. I think Majula theme's probably the only, like, good track out of there. You have 2,000 in Elden Ring. Respected. Respected, Xavier. You've done so many playthroughs of Elden Ring. But like I was saying earlier, Xavier, if you want, I will give you the link to Otis on, it's not PayPal. What's it called? I just don't use it enough to remember. You know, it's that site where they make you subscribe to different people or whatever, and then that way you can potentially, get a lot of good content that you want. Yeah, I like this one too. Patreon, that's the one. I have to remember, it's Gwen Ifen's talent. Patreon. The Patreon. That's how I gotta remember in the future. Oh! Sorry, I didn't mean to, you know. I would need to get the PC version of Elden Ring first, Loki. Ah, you would have to do that. I forgot. But yeah, if you ever do, Xavier, just hit me up. I'll make sure to grab the link for you so you can, you know, quickly and easily just, you know, subscribe, pay the $6, and then if you want, you can always, you know, cancel the subscription right after. Okay, we got exactly what I wanted. I like that if Emerald Herald actually responds to a text in the vicinity. They always do the Firekeepers justice, I will say. Uh-oh. Her, you know what I just said? I think they forgot to make it, though, where her physics go back to normal. Well, if I ever want a shot where I specifically wanted this angle on the clothes, I can now get it. I think the songs I like are Dark Lurker and Ivory King. You should be paying them more for all the shots you've gotten at LOL. Honestly, it does deserve more than the $6 or whatever it is for the sub. I will say this. Like, if there's any more, if there's ever an update to that camera for any reason, I will happily subscribe again, pay the extra $6 for the additional. I think it's totally worth it. If there is ever an Elden Ring book that I come out with in the future, chat, know that Otis will get a special mention. I will mention, it's like, for all the screenshots that you've allowed me to accumulate over the years, you, sir, get a special mention with love. Alright, I think we're gonna end things here, though. I want some more water, chat. I need to stay hydrated. And, it's been a long night. It's been a long day. But, it's really been great to be able to kind of, you know, suffer through Dark Souls 2 with you all. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You really are making the holiday. A long thank you note on the last page. Yeah, exactly. Only after 15 years. Yeah, get back to me in another decade. Then we'll see where the progress is. Page have some kind of collars too, but they look like the Ennia's collar, which might be decorated. Oh, cool to know. I posted the motif thing in the FromSoft chat. Oh, neat. Okay, I'll make sure to check it out once I get my water. All right, guys. I'm gonna see y'all later. Ciao.